Here we are discussing about the topic safety in chemistry laboratory and the concept of MSDS. Let's only focus on laboratory safety at first. In laboratory safety, we should understand the meaning of safety first. Safety is derived from the Latin word salvus, which means to be unharmed or to be in good health. So combine this with laboratory. Laboratory safety means to be unharmed or to be in good health while doing experiments inside the laboratory and after doing experiments. Since we are chemistry students, here we are only focusing on chemistry laboratory and its safety. Before learning about the safety measures, we should know about the purpose of learning about it, like why we should know about safety, why we should follow safety measures, etc. like that. Okay. Every chemicals have their own positive and negative effects, right? Positive effects can be called as benefits, negative effects can be called as harmful effects. For example, acid. Acid may be used for cleaning the toilets. Petroleum may be used for transportation purposes, but they also have harmful effects if we don't use them properly, right? To nullify these negative effects, we should know about the safety measures and we should follow all the safety measures. Okay, this is the first purpose. The second purpose is to protect ourselves, yourselves, the teachers, laboratory workers, environment, and the laboratory from chemical exposures. We need to learn about safety measures. Now let us study about general safety rules. Always listen to or read instructions carefully before attempting to do anything. Wear safety goggles to protect your eyes from chemicals, heated materials, or things that might be able to destroy. Notify your teachers if any spills or accident occurs. After handling chemicals, always wash your hands with soap and water. During lab work, keep your hands away from your face. Girls always should tie back their long hairs. Instead of open-toed slippers, we should always use shoes. And aprons are mandatory inside the laboratory. Especially full-sleeved one is better thing. We should avoid storing of food and storing of drinking water inside the laboratory refrigerators. We should not eat, drink or sieve anything inside the laboratory. And never put anything into your mouth during a lab experiment. Never remove hazard warning labels from an instrument. Follow and document recommended maintenance procedures in the manual. Fume cupboards should be checked each time they are used. All flammable substances should be stored apart from the oxidizing agents. PPE means personal protective equipments should not be worn in the public places outside the laboratory, such as cafeteria, hotels, etc. Pipetting by mouth must be strictly forbidden. These are some of the general safety rules. Now let's study about first aid measures. What we should take as a treatment, or what are the measures we should take when the accident occurs. For example, poisons. If we intake acid or acidic compounds, we should drink plenty of water, followed by we should drink milk of magnesia, or we may also eat banana. Why? Because banana and milk of magnesia are alkaline in nature and they neutralizes the acidic compound. If we intake alkalis or basic compounds, we should drink plenty of water, followed by lemon juice. If we intake salts of heavy metals, we should drink milk or white of an egg, because milk and white of an egg contain protein, and this protein combined with the heavy metals and protect our body from the heavy metals. Arsenic or mercury compounds. If we intake arsenic or mercury compounds, we should take charcoal tablets orally along with water. If the accidents are minor, let it bleed for few seconds. Wash with soap and water. Pat dry. Apply a disinfectant and bandage. If the accidents are major, wash with disinfectant. Try to stop bleeding by applying pressure to close the wound. And consult doctor immediately. What we should do when chemical spills on the skin? If acidic compounds spills on the skin, we should wash it with ice cold water, then with saturated sodium carbonate. Saturated sodium carbonate solution acts as a base, or it is base. It neutralizes the acidic compound and it gives cooling effect. And then again we should wash it with ice cold water, apply disinfectant and antiseptic cream. What we should do if a basic compounds spills on our skin? We should wash it with ice cold water, then with acetic acid 1%, because here also acetic acid is acidic in nature, as the name indicates. It neutralizes the basic compound and give cooling effect. And then again we should wash it with ice cold water, apply disinfectant, dry and apply antiseptic cream. When bromine burn occurs, we should wash liberally with ammonia solution, that is 2% ammonia solution, and then with ice cold water. And then further we may apply glycerin and then antiseptic cream. Now what we should do when accidents occurs on our eyes? For example, if acid falls on our eyes, we should thoroughly wash our eyes with water, and then we should thoroughly wash our eyes with sodium bicarbonate solution. As we saw earlier, sodium bicarbonate is base. It neutralizes with acid to give cooling effect. If alkali or any basic solutions falls on our eyes, we should wash it with water and then with boric acid. And boric acid neutralizes the alkali solution. If any piece of glass falls on our eyes, we should remove the glass gently and we should not rub our eyes. Now what we should do if fire accident occurs in our laboratory? If cloth catches fires, we should drop on the floor and roll. We may also use blanket or similar type of cloths to cut off the air supply. If any minor fire accidents occur in our laboratory, we should switch off the Bunsen burner and try to put the fire off by cutting off the air supply, like putting the sand or putting the water or using of fire extinguisher, etc. If the fire accidents are major, leave the lab immediately, stay low while evacuating if the room is filled with smoke, call to fire brigade number. Now what we should do if any burns occurs? If the burns are minor, we should wash it with tap water followed by ice cold water, and we should apply antiseptic cream like betadine, Bernoulli's, etc. If the burns are major, we should dip the burned surface into the ice cold water, and we should consult the doctors immediately. Now let's see the consequences of not following the safety measures. It increases the risk of an accident if we do not follow the safety measures. It may lead to blindness. It may cause many disorders for our respiratory system such as asthma, etc. It may lead to mutation due to the non-proper maintenance of radioactive elements. It may affect our underground water system. It creates all types of pollutions such as air, water, soil, etc. It may also lead to death. These are some of the consequences of not following safety measures. Now let's move on to the topic waste disposal.